Hello students, welcome to today's lecture of Theory of Machines. This is the part 3 of the lecture on terminology for radial cam. In the part 1 and part 2 of this lecture, we discussed few terms. In the part 1, we discussed about the base circle and learned that it dictates the size of the cam and is tangent to the cam profile with cam center as its center. Next, we learnt about the trace point, which we defined as the point which is responsible to describe the follower motion or which traces the pitch curve. We learned that for roller follower, the trace point is the center of the roller, and for its translation motion, it will be along the axis of the follower. And in oscillating follower, it will be along the arc of the oscillation of oscillating follower. For knife edge follower, it is the point of contact of the cam and the knife edge follower, that is the tip of the knife edge follower. And for the flat face follower, it will be taken as the point on the face of the follower when it is nearest to the axis of cam rotation. So this is the point, trace point. Further, in the part 2 of this lecture, we discussed the pitch curve, where we learnt how the pitch curve is traced with considering an inversion of the follower mechanism in which cam is to be fixed and the roller follower rotates about it. So the pitch curve was defined as the locus of the trace point after kinematic inversion with cam fixed. We also saw that the pitch curve for the knife edge and the flat face follower is coincident with the cam profile. Next, we discussed the pressure angle in details and learned that it is the angle between the direction of common normal, that is the direction of the normal contact force, and the direction of the follower movement. We also learned that the pressure angle in case of translating follower should be less than 30 degree and for oscillating follower should be less than 45 degree. So having discussed these terms, let us now move to the part 3 of this lecture and let us discuss the term pitch point. As we discussed in the previous lecture, that the pressure angle is changing with the cam rotation. Each point on the cam surface has a pressure angle and it varies in magnitude at all instants of the follower motion. So there will be a point at which this pressure angle is maximum, as shown here. In this configuration, this is the point at which the pressure angle is maximum. So this point at which the pressure angle is maximum is known as pitch point. Next we have pitch circle. Pitch circle is the circle that is passing through the pitch point and concentric with the base circle. And the center of this pitch circle will be the center of the cam. Next term which we shall discuss is prime circle. As the base circle is to the cam profile, similarly a smallest circle that can be drawn with cam center as its center and tangential to the pitch curve is known as prime circle, as shown here. This blue color dotted circle is tangent to the pitch curve and center of this circle is cam center. So we see that the prime circle to pitch curve is same as the base circle to the cam profile. Also, here we see that the radius of the prime circle is equal to the sum of the radius of the base circle and radius of roller. One thing to note in case of prime circle, the prime circle actually describes the lowest position of the follower. Below this, the roller follower cannot move. So this defines the lowest position of the follower. So summing up all these terms, we once again recapitulate on what we have discussed up till now. This is the base circle which dictates the size of the cam, the trace point which traces the motion of the follower or the pitch curve. This is the pitch curve which is parallel to the cam profile, the pressure angle, which is very important term. It should be less than a particular allowable value. The pitch point at which the pressure angle is maximum, the pitch circle which is concentric to the base circle and passing through the pitch point, and the prime circle which is tangent to the pitch curve and the center as center of the can. So these are the terms that are used to define the radial can and follower mechanism. So I hope you have understood the terminology for radial can and follower mechanism. This is all for today's lecture. Thank you.